Can I take a video?
Not of this.
Why?
Because I want you to be concentrating on what it is, and it's hard to concentrate while you're taking video. This way, Nisana.
Oh, look at all this
Yeah, black stuff. That's why they call it a blacksmith.
It's cold. Oh.
That's pretty cool. Hello.
Hello, how are you all today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, you're welcome to pick up and handle the stuff here if you like. Questions if you have them.
What are you making today?
Working on several different things. Been working on some handles for some toolboxes. Smith that just walked out was working on a small hammer earlier. One of the other Smiths was making some tools for the tailor shop, some buttonhole cutters. We were always working on building hardware and vehicle hardware and agricultural implements as well. So do a wide variety.
That's over here was boiling.
But the process that we use to shape the material is pretty straightforward. It's referred to as forging. I'll make something here real quick in the fire so you can see that.
Oh, look, that's what they make next to, remember?
Makes the fire hot. Cool bellows. Using coal as a fuel.
See the lever? Remember yesterday he was
It's hot enough. It does burn color.
behind the board? So he's making a new one.
We can pull it out and start hammering with it. Get ready to go?
Making a nail?
I'll make a hook real quick.
Oh, sweet.
That's what you needed.
I'll let him jump in and make some nails.
Mark, it was good to meet you.
Good seeing you. Have a safe trip down.
I will, and if you're ever down there, you should come by.
I'll do that. I'll be out in a few minutes. Okay. Here's a sample of nails. So he said he was going to make a couple real quick. So most time when we make them for stockpiling for the next project, we'll make some like these two right here, which is a common construction nail. There's 2 or 3 sizes that we make most frequently. 6, 8, or 10 pennies, which are 2, 2.5, and 3 inches long. Of course, the tool that he got, not making that one at all. He's making some that we'll use for our bellows. Bellows that we have to pump the air. There's 300 or 400 nails in that hold the leather to the wooden body of the bellows. And they're got real short shanks and real broad head. Like this one right here. It's called a bellows tack. Meanwhile, if you all have questions, you're certainly welcome to shout them out. I'm happy to talk about whatever. So introducing a nail, you start with the point itself. See, that's getting stretched out longer. Then you'll make a shoulder, which allows you to make a very predictable length nail. When the shoulder is done and the shank of the nail is done, cut it, leaving a lump of material that will get spread out into the head, and that's the next step, as soon as that breaks off. So the last step again is to flattening and spreading the material out to make the head. It shouldn't really be flattening, it's not flat.
Is everything made of iron?
Iron or steel. Those are the two metals that we work with. Most of the time it's iron. So like these nails that he's making now are made out of iron. We use steel for where we need things that are harder. So on the cutting edge of a tool or the striking surface of a tool, that's where we use the steel.
What other things might you be making in here besides the nails?
Well, all the stuff here on the tables is a good starting point for that question. Basically, our function today as a shop is to produce whatever we need throughout town. So as we have a building project in town, we'll make all the hardware for it, all the nails, the locks, the hinges, fireplace equipment, shutter hardware. Then we'll also make the tools that the other trades will need for their jobs. We'll make the carpenter's tools or the brickmaker's tools or what have you. Then vehicle hardware, cooking implements. So those are the things that we're working on more frequently.
Like a sparkler.
That means the material is getting a little bit too hot. It's starting to burn.
You want to see how
Is
they
this
make
the
it
Mary
happen?
Stick house right
Yeah,
here?
little brick building out front here, yeah. Yeah, program out there this morning. Or it's about afternoon now.
What would the cost of nails be? How would they sell them?
Well, ironwork in general is sold based off of how much material is in it. So some materials is driving the cost, so it's weighed and then charged accordingly. Generally in the 18th century, you're buying nails by the thousand, so in units of 1,000, but the price for the weight of that 1,000 is how it's figured. So about 9 pence a pound is typically what local smiths would be charging for their work. And there was a lot of ironwork that was made in England and shipped over, and that stuff was selling for about 6 pence a pound. The way to look at the cost of products, if you look at the cost of the products compared to other things and compared to somebody's budget, you can get a good idea of what you have to spend out of your daily budget to purchase something like that. And the cost for nails, actually proportionally to what we spend on them today, is still about what they would proportionally spend on them in the 18th century. So they're not overly expensive. There's an expense to them, but they're still quite affordable. The fact that they're made by hand makes no bearing on it.